This is a very dynamic environment. And if you don't take into account that dynamism, the interdependencies between, in this case, departmental flows, the variation in arrival patterns, the variation in your demand patterns for work, you're never going to solve your problems because you're always going to be hitting that average, and averages don't happen in healthcare. Averages don't happen in real life. What we really need to do is understand the outliers, and that because the outliers are what drives bad performance. So if you don't take those into account, you're never going to fix your system. So one of the things we really stress is that the analysis that we do has to be dynamic analysis. And that's part of what simulation brings to the table. It brings that capability to analyze these systems very dynamically. So as you look at the whole of system flow, as you look at the entire system here, you see that if you change your flow in the ED, if you change your throughput, if you change your staffing patterns, that can have up and downstream impacts on patient flow on the inpatient side, as well as the demand patterns and the capacity on the demand side. If you look at changing your surgical schedule and optimizing that, that's going to have downstream impacts on the demand for inpatient beds and resources, which can conflict with the demand patterns from the ED. So you have to take all this into account and understand that it changes every hour of every day, that it changes weekly, changes monthly, and seasonally. And if you don't take that into account, you can come out with some very wrong answers. So what we do is we use this sort of dynamic approach to this solution.